urge service members to not follow illegal orders, should be punished, it should be seditious conspiracy and punishable by death. Give me a response to that.
Look, I know the DOJ and the Pentagon are looking into the legality of all that, but what I can address is what everybody knows. That was wildly inappropriate. It is very dangerous. You have leading members of Congress telling troops to disobey orders. I think that's unprecedented in American history. And as the father of a young...
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military.
It sounds serious.
And intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
Here we go. This gentleman right here is giving an order to the army because he used the word must. The word must is an order, and that's a legal order because he's not the commander-in-chief.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a
It sounds serious.
Public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats are at it again. This time a group of Democrat senators put out a video basically telling the military to defy the commander-in-chief if he gives an illegal order. Sounds serious, right? Until you start asking the basic questions. The who, what, when, where, and how. Those are the fundamentals of any arguments. And guess what? They only seems to get one of those correct. And even that is debatable.
To feel normal. This, as far as I know, has never happened before in the history of the country. Every Democratic member of the Senate and the House, their life is in jeopardy right now, especially those that were specifically targeted by this social media post. Democratic senators and House members who were simply saying that no member of the military should act illegally or in violation of the Constitution. The President of the United States just called for members
who, according to them, who is obvious. That's Donald Trump. They say it without saying it. You can hear it in their tone, see it in their faces, but here is the funny part. They don't name a single example of an illegal order.
Do something that they wouldn't want to uphold or follow through with in the future. What are you talking about specifically?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking. Well, number one, the protests at Lafayette Square in the first Trump administration where he said, can't you just shoot them? Can't you just shoot them in the legs or something? That's his direct quote. And of course, the then chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff
that was not a military order. That was a...
Still waiting for the example.
Right, that is a very, very disturbing thing. Number three, he's also alluded to sending troops to polling stations, which is actually a violation of U.S. law. U.S. criminal law prohibits troops from going to polling stations, and he's alluded to that. So those are just one of many examples.
You're talking about illusions. You're not talking about actual policy. You're not talking about things that are members of our service members who we revere and respect are actually being asked to do.
There we go. He didn't give an example of one time when one of these illegal order happened. He's saying that's something that might happen, not something that actually happened.
Then encouraging, urging, directing members of the armed forces of the United States or the clandestine services of the United States to defy their president, defy their chain of command, defy their superiors. To say such a thing would require you to have and to present to the nation some extraordinary scandal beyond even our wildest imagination.
They can't point to a specific because there is no what. So now we move on to the when. This is the part where their entire argument collapses. When did Trump do this? When did he give an illegal order to the troops? They don't know. They can't say. All they do is dodge. And why? Because they cannot give a date for something that never existed.
You have sitting members of the United States Congress who conspired together to orchestrate a video message to members of the United States military, to active duty service members, to members of the national security apparatus, encouraging them to defy the president's lawful orders. The sanctity of our military rests on the chain of command. And if that chain of command is broken, it can lead to people getting killed. It can lead to chaos. And that's what these members of Congress who swore an oath to abide by the Constitution are essentially encouraging. We have 1.3.
Where did this mythical illegal order happen? They don't know either. It's all a fog, political theater. How would an illegal order even be defined? Is someone in the army know on the spot if something is illegal or illegal? Illegal order can be straightforward, or there can be a lot of gray areas. Like if the president said, go and arrest a US citizen, that would be illegal. But in the past, we know that presidents order drone strike on US citizens overseas, and it's not illegal. There is gray area, but not illegal. And when there is gray areas, who decide? It's the courts who decides, not the senators. But the senators didn't mention the courts in their video. They didn't mention the process. They didn't mention the military law. They just talk in broad, dramatic statement meant to scare the public. Even in real gray areas, most cases don't make it to the courts. So what are these senators doing? Nothing but pushing abstracts, fear to score political points. The reality. Men and women of the US military already know the oath. They already know that they should not follow illegal orders. They don't need senators' reminders. This video from the Democrats wasn't about protecting democracy. It was creating a problem that didn't exist. So they can blame Trump for something he never did.